video, I will know it if you do not watch this video. Alright, there's things about this drawing that are going to be kind of odd, and you need to probably follow the instructions. You might be able to figure it out on your own, and you probably would. It's going to be important to do a couple of things. Let me make it larger so you can see. One, that this small end over here should probably be your right side view. Right side view. So you want to look from this end into it on your right side. This can be your front, but looking up from the bottom is actually going to be your top view. Now, this is the part that's going to get everybody, because this dimension right here is 0.38, and this dimension is 1 inch. So what does that mean? That means that this is solid. It's not a hole going through the middle. As much as you want it to be, it's not. All right, so it's going to require some thought on your part, or just following the instructions in the video. All right, so I'm going to start by making sure that my drawing and my workspace units are in inches, and then I'm going to right click and create a new sketch right here. And I'm going to view normal to that sketch plane. I'm going to start on this sketch by making a circle. Oops, I thought I clicked it. By making a circle here and another circle right here inside of it. I'll do another one down here, a circle here, and then another circle on the same center point right there. And then I'm going to draw lines that go from, oops, undo that. Didn't mean to let go of it so quickly. Click there, or to click the other side so quickly. That one, hit escape. I'm going to draw a line that goes from this one here to that one there. And I'm going to then do the tangent constraint between here and here, between here and here, do a tangent between here and here, and the tangent between here and here. All right, the next constraint I'm going to do is my horizontal constraint between here and that part right there, and I think that was already done anyway. Then I'm ready to go ahead and start putting dimensions on. So I'm going to put a dimension on that goes from here to here, and that distance is 7.75 inches. Alright, so that's got that straightened out. So then I'm going to start with the inside holes on this one, and this one's 2.25 right there. So I think I'm ready to go to the outside one, which is 3.5. I'll go down to the other end. This inside one here is exactly 1 inch, but the outside one is actually, it says the radius is 1 inch, but it's a 2 inch diameter hole or circle. Now when we extrude this, we're going to extrude this thickness right here, 1.62, but there's other things here that we've got to work on. So I'm going to draw a line that goes from here to about right here, and I'll draw another, hit escape, and I'm going to draw another line that goes from here to about right here. So it should be touching. I'm going to do a parallel constraint to make sure that those two stay parallel to one another and these two stay parallel to one another. And we're also then going to click trim and trim this part of it out. Since all that thickness, this part here is 1 inch thick, this is only 0.38. Okay? I'm ready to put some more dimensions here to get these two lines right. The dimensions between those two is 0.38, and the dimension between these two is also 0.38. Alright, finished our sketch. I'm going to go ahead and check that, and I'll click the corner here, and then I'm going to click extrude and extrude this part out this direction, 1.62. Alright, and then I'm going to finish that sketch. Now I'm going to go ahead and show that sketch so I can extrude this part right here, the outside part, 1 inch exactly, but I'm going to do another one, extrude the inside part right here, 1 inch minus 0.38, and that should get us the thickness of that part right there. So it extrudes it out almost, but leaves the gap. 0.38. Okay, just wanted to think for a second and make sure I got that math right. Yeah, because 1 inch would have brought it out to here, and then I go back 0.38 to get that number. Okay, we're finished that part of it. I'll go ahead and start creating the drawing. And when we create the drawing, I'm going to start with inches and do 4 standard views, and this should become evident at this point what we're doing, because our right side view should be our smallest view, and this one gives us the lowest number of hidden lines if we do this way. So I'm going to hide all my tangent edges, and I'm going to show my hidden lines going through, and that gets a little complex. This one doesn't have anything there that we could hide or show, this one is we're going to show our in lines. We're also going to hide our tangent lines. So we'll get rid of that. Okay, we ready? So let's start by doing, we'll just get the thicknesses out of the way. So this thickness right here is 1.62. This thickness is 1. And I'm going to change this to 2 decimal places here. And I'm going to do something else here on this one where I move this out a little bit and put a dimension on that goes from this corner right here to that corner right there and gives us the thickness of 0.38. So that's the depth that we wanted to get. All of our thicknesses are taken care of. I can go ahead and click this and this to get those center lines drawn in there, and I'll do the same on this one over here. Oops, I thought I did. Do the same on that one, and it gets the center line going through the whole thing. So our thicknesses are taken care of. Now we're ready to go ahead and look at the other dimensions on this drawing, and I'm going to start by going from here to here because that was one of the first ones that I did before. So 0.75 is the distance between those two things. I'll do a dimension that goes from here to here, and I'm going to pull this off of that part and say that this is 0.38, and I'm going to do the same right here. Put the dimension on this one, and it comes off as 0.38. Alright, see that leaves that little gap there? That's exactly what you should be doing. Alright, so I'll click on this right here and say that this should give us a radius dimension right there, which is what we wanted. This one right here should be a diameter dimension, and we'll change that to say through. Alright, oops, I want my all caps on it. Through. Okay, so then that gets that part of it, and that end of it done. We've got our thickness of 1 inch already taken care of over here. Now we're down to the thickness of it right there, so we've got 2 more dimensions to put on, and that dimension is this outside one right here. That is the 0.35, and this is a 2.25, and it is also a through dimension. Alright. Okay. So now we've got the whole part done this way. You could actually technically do this. This is I don't like the way this looks, so I'm going to change this. I'm going to move this back here, and this is not exactly good form, but you can get away with it to do that right there. You should not ever really use an object line as an extension line, but for clarity on this one, we're going to use it and get away with it that way. Alright, so I'm going to come down here to my title block. I don't like the way that grabbed a weird one. I'm going to grab the top one here. I didn't know if that was the bottom one or not, and we're going to go ahead and say that this is the connecting rod, and part number is 262-7-90. Alright, double click your mouse wheel and submit that now. Alright, we're done.